All right, hello everyone, Dakoba here, and welcome to Mine Mogul. This is a early access game that we're going to be giving a try to. Looks like we have the original classic. We'll do the classic cave, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, this is a mine management and automation game, and we are going to take a look at it. This is still in early access. They did just release a major update that they said doubles the amount of content available. I had looked, and it looked like there were about 2 hours of content before, so maybe we're up to about 4 here. We'll see. All right, looks like we've got a computer shop where we can buy some conveyors. We can get a sorter. There's quite a bit that's still locked, though. We can get an auto miner. That sounds nice. $500. Some machines. Some building items and some upgraded tools. And we have a quest to find a pickaxe. There it is. And press E to grab. Nope. F. All right. Interact with the pickaxe. All right. Now we need to mine and deposit 5 ore. Now this is a physics-based factory game, which is kind of unique. So we press E to pick up the ore and put it in there. And put it in there. So this is our deposit box where we load in our ore. And each time we load in ore, it ships. So it looks like each ore is worth about $4. So we put in that ore in there and we get $4. Look at that, a little over. All right, with that first task completed, we've gotten 50 bonus dollars, and now we can go to the computer and purchase the magnet. So that's going to be on the tools panel. It costs $50. We buy that. Let's see. Where did it go? We just added it to the cart. Let's go ahead and purchase it. There we go. And it just dropped down over here. Let's take that magnet. And so now, if we mine, I believe the magnet lets us pick up multiple things at once. So let's break these 3, use our magnet, and it says right mouse button to pull, left mouse button to launch. All right, so right mouse button to pull. Yeah, we can pick up all this stuff at once. Now these big clusters, we can mine to break into smaller clusters to make them more valuable. Let's put in this whole pile of stuff here. Put all of that stuff in there, and we did it. And so now we can purchase an Auto Miner Mark 1 from the computer shop. All right, here's where things are going to get fun. Yeah, there we go. Auto Miner Mark 1. And it looks like we have one right in front of our miner. And now we are cooking with gas. With our first auto miner up and running, all we need to do now is bring all of the ore that it's mining and deposit it over into that shaft. And that's where those conveyors we saw in the shop are going to come in handy. But we can't afford them right now, so let's go ahead and mine some more bits and pieces. Looks like we can break these boards, and we have a looks like a gold bar here. That's exciting. Let's go ahead and pick all of that up. Maybe we can sell the wood as well. Oh, the wood is despawning. Never mind. All right. We cannot sell the wood at all. Let's go ahead and sell all of this. And look at that. Oh, we're getting so much money. It's fantastic. All right. Now let's go ahead and buy. We'll buy. I think we might need 2 corners. We'll do a sloped conveyor and do it up high. Let's do 2 sloped conveyors and purchase that. All right. So we can go ahead and attach the conveyor to the front of this. And do that. And the conveyored items should now travel up the belt. And we should get a nice big pile right there. Let's go ahead and sell all of this. All right, so it looks like the sloped conveyors actually cover twice as much ground as the flat conveyors. So, all right, well, it's going to take us a little bit to build up enough money to get the conveyors to fully finish automating this or to get more miners. But I noticed we have this lamp here that we can grab. And so let's go exploring into some of the darkness and see what we can. Oh, there was another crate here. That first crate had a gold bar in it. Let's see what this crate holds for us. An iron bar. And then we've got some copper up here. Let's go ahead and sell all of this stuff. Oh, and turns out we can just take the lantern tool and hold it, which is exciting. All right, looks like we have a wall of debris here. I wonder if we can mine through this. And there's an explosive wall here, but no obvious way to trigger them. So, and we've got a bunch of stuff over here that's been mined out. Let's go ahead and just drop all of that in there as well. Get all this stuff that fell out from behind in there. There we go. We probably have enough now to finish this conveyor. So let's buy 10 more conveyors. And that should be enough. We got to pick them up from the elevator. Can't forget that. All right, so that should do it. Yeah, look at that. Can take all of this stuff. And that should automatically deposit all the stuff. Now we did manage to deliver enough iron to finish a quest to deliver an ore crusher, but I want to do a little bit more exploring first because I've been having fun with that. So let's go ahead and let this machine run for a little bit, and maybe we'll get enough money to set up a second auto miner. We can do some exploring. Oh, we've got an emerald here. All right, let's keep looking. We've got a crashed minecart with another emerald in it. That's cool. More crates down here. Oh, we have a plunger. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. It's like there's a rusted out piece of metal in there. This one is some diamonds, looks like, maybe. All kinds of valuable stuff down here. Go ahead and gather up everything we can find. And come on in here and there we go. All right, and we're up to 775 now. So let's go ahead and buy a mining machine, another auto miner, and get that set up. And then we'll take a look at the ore crusher once we get this one done. So we've got another one right there, another couple machines over to the side. Let's do this guy, as that's fairly close by. And then turn it that way. Then we're going to need another slanted conveyor for this one. Just buy a bunch. The sloped conveyors do seem to be the cheaper ones. Oh, and we got a gemstone. That's exciting. Ah. Well, now here's an interesting one. If we take that one out of there And take that one out of there. And we do that. Ah, look at that. Now we're cooking with gas. Go ahead and sell the rest of this ore. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, now we've got this ore crusher machine. So let's go ahead and buy one of them. It says crushes ore into smaller pieces. Crushed ore smelts into ingots more efficiently. And we now need to deposit 400 crushed iron. All right, so what we could do here is we could use some of these like that. And then with another turning one, we could rotate this to go this way. And actually, let's go ahead and buy the sorter one so that we're not crushing our coal, because we still need to deliver the original coal here. So we'll buy a sorter and just filter out the iron. Now, how the sorter works is we put the item in the top basket, and now the iron should crush and come out over here, and we'll sell this crushed iron for a tidy profit. All right. Looks like we have another quest here to find some copper ore, some gold ore, and a broken drill bit. Now, it does look like we had found a drill bit previously, which is right there. Let's go ahead and just chuck that in. Now, there's some copper right up here. So let's mine out 12 pieces of copper while we wait for our crushed iron and coal ore to go in. And then we need to find some gold ore, so let's go exploring. Now, this cave, I hadn't seen any gold ore yet, but there were a couple of branches that we hadn't traveled down yet. So over here, for example, and that looks like it might be some gold ore. Is there more gold ore down here? Yes, there's a little more there, and that brings us out into a large cave. I don't want to get lost, so I'm going to look around a little bit. Now, we should be to the right of our main. Okay, yeah, so here is our main area. So we're just back through this cave. So this should be pretty. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of gold ore right here. Let's mine this stuff out. All right. So by completing that quest, we have gained access to a new quest called Coal Crusher, which will have us deposit 1,200 crushed coal. And we've also gained 2 research tickets, which we can go to the research tab and research something. So there's the mining helmet that'll give us a headlamp, let us work a little better in the dark. There's also a conveyor cannon. Now that sounds like a lot of fun. I think we'll go ahead and unlock that one, but let's see what else there's. So there's the rapid auto miner, a faster variable rate miner that requires a drill bit. So could produce more if we can accommodate it, but that's all of our tokens. Let's take a look at what else we've got. We've got the walled conveyors, which I could see definitely being useful with some of the physics. The conveyor blocker. Now the conveyor blocker doesn't seem particularly useful by itself, except it controls the T-junction, the merging conveyor, the routing conveyor, the smart splitter, all of those. Like, that's all locked behind this conveyor blocker. And then we've got a basic scaffolding, rollers, which is a faster flat conveyor, great at moving plates. And then the hopper, which looks like it might just have a larger area. I wonder if that's how we expand access to this, because this only has like these 3 inputs, and obviously we can come in at multiple levels, but if we can use a hopper to create a larger basket here, we could feed in a lot more stuff. So let's go ahead, that's in the research menu, let's go ahead and buy that conveyor cannon. That's That's probably the thing I'm most interested in. The shaker table allows us to turn coal into gemstones, though, so that could be useful too. Let's go ahead and unlock the basic cannon and the shaker table, because so much of what we do is locked up behind money. So now if we go to machines, oh, it's $3,500. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. All right, that's fine. Well, let's go ahead and buy another mining machine while we wait, and a bunch more conveyors. And let's see, where was there another mine? Oh, was there a... There's all this copper back here. I was hoping that there would be a copper node. There's not. That might be a copper node. See, it's 73% coal, 24% copper. So it is a copper node, but not a very good one. Looks like we've got one up above. Let's jump up there and see what that's about. So this one is another iron ore one, but it's so close. I could definitely see that being useful. What's down here? So another one that we can't quite reach, a plunger back there to break that wall down. All right, well. Oh, what's in here? This is just a little cave with some gold and some diamonds, it looks like. All right, since we have a quest for crushed coal now, I'm going to go ahead and redirect the outputs of both of those miners into the ore crusher so that we can keep working on our crushed iron as well as getting our crushed coal in there. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and place this mining machine up here and have that feed onto that same belt. So we'll come up here. We'll start with a curve, the right. We'll carry our ore this way. Then another curve to the left. All right, there we go. Now I have 3 miners contributing, and just in the time it took us to build that, we've earned enough to set up another miner. Let's go ahead and do that, and then I think there were a couple more back there. Let's go see what we can find. Do another mining machine. Oh, we've got the ore analyzer. Tracks how many items a minute are going through it. All right, let's do another mining machine. And see, where can we put this mining machine? So looks like there's some over here. One of these two looks like the closest one. Right there. Oh, okay, so there was one item up over here, one kind of conveyor. There was a conveyor with a ledge. Yeah, there we go. We'll buy one of them. And that should let us merge the output from this miner onto that belt. Now, all of these have a very small chance of collecting gemstones, and I don't want to lose those. So I may rework this to have this belt also feed onto this belt, and then set up a filter system here to separate out those gems. That won't collect things coming up here from the top, but it'll collect everything coming from the lower ones. So let's go ahead and do that. And then for that, we'll need a couple more slope conveyors, another sorter. Oh yeah, we got the cannon. I want to play with that here pretty soon. Let's do a couple more straight ones and a couple more corners just for good measure. Purchase all of that out. So we've got 2 sorters now. Because we have two gem types, an iron gem, or a diamond gem, and a emerald gem. So up here we can go like that, We're going to need another one with a lip here. Let's go ahead and buy another mining machine while we're at it. Just so we don't overspend and can keep that going. All right, so we got that now. And so now, gather up all the junk from under here we've managed to spend. Except take that one out and take this one out and replace those. There and there. Now the trick is we need a diamond and an emerald in order to filter here. So we'll have to watch out for a diamond or emerald or go find them somewhere else. Now we found a bunch exploring. Let's go ahead and go exploring and see. Oh wait, there was a gemstone node up here. So maybe we can get one of them from right here. Yeah, so we'll take one of those. Put this guy right in there. Now we need an emerald. Now I haven't seen an emerald node yet, but we'd seen a bunch just lying about. Let's take a look around, see if we can find any. Interesting. Any emeralds? Oh, there's a crate up there. The crates have often had gemstones in them. Oh, there's a couple of things there. Not this time though, just a gold bar. Useless. That is a much bigger mining machine. But this is a gold ore node. Interesting. Let's go ahead and set down the miner there. Doesn't cost anything to let it just go. All right, here's another crate. More gold bars. It's not useful to me. Oh my gosh. Give me an emerald. Ah, there we go. Pull all of this stuff up. We'll gather all the gold we've been mining. We'll haul all of that back this way. There we go. There's the cave. On over here. Drop it. Pick up the emerald. And all that time, and we haven't seen a single diamond come through yet. Starting to wonder if maybe this was a giant waste of time. All right, I'll take all the rest of it. Oh, well, here you go. We got a diamond in here. Let's test it. If we put a diamond onto this conveyor belt, should spit out the side right there. Yeah, there we go. All right. It works. Sell all this crap. All right. So now we can purchase the blast furnace from the shop. We already purchased the blast furnace. Oh, no. Blast furnace smelts ore into ingots. All right. Purchase the blast furnace from the shop. Iron ingot and copper ingots. That'll give us the rolling mill. We're We're still working on crushed coal. That's just going to take forever. Diamond and emerald gems we're now filtering, so we should be able to get those and get the polishing machine. All right, so let's try this blast furnace. And it's saying that that's going to require some iron. All right, now here's where things get tricky. All right, so the blast furnace, it looks like the input comes at the top and then it spits stuff out here. So let's get another sorting basket so we can sort out coal. And then a whole bunch more conveyors, a couple more corner conveyors, a couple more sloped conveyors, a couple more with a ledge, a whole bunch more straight ones. We're just going to need a ton of straight ones. Do all that. That should be good. All right, let's go ahead. Clear all that stuff up. And so now do our sorting basket right there. We'll put our coal in there. I guess we want to sell the diamond gems, so that's no big deal. All right, and now we can do conveyor up, conveyor up. So this should just be iron on it right now. But I think if we're going to feed in, okay, so let's take a look at this. We're gonna want another blast furnace. We're gonna want 2 more sorters. Because we'll be filtering in copper here as well. So we'll do that there, that there. That way, when we're ready, go. Now we're getting the ingots. We can extend and use this area for more. We can either redirect this to go the other way into more machines back here or whatever we want. But now we can set up a crusher that'll handle copper, send it into this side, and then that'll give us our copper ingots as well. So we need to find a copper node. So we're gonna need another mining machine for that. Mining, auto miner. Actually, let's purchase that, but let's go see how our gold ore is doing. We should have been getting a ton of gold ore back there. I want to see how big of a ball we're getting and how much it's going to be worth. Oh yeah, look at that. Just tons of gold. This is worth a boatload. Look at all this gold. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. All right. So there was a, okay, so there's a copper node back here, but it sucks. Let's see if we can find a better copper node, because I don't like 25%. That's just not good. So that's more iron, more iron, more iron, more coal. There's another cluster up there. What's this one? That's more iron too. Gosh, that's only iron. There was some down here. What are these? So this one is mostly coal, but a bit of gold. That one is entirely coal. That one's entirely coal. This is a gold one. There's got to be a better source of copper around here somewhere. Oh, here's a nice cave. There's a pure copper node. That's a long way back, though. There's another half and half. Another pure copper node. Bunch of stuff up there. Another plunger. Oh, is this... Okay, so this is the one that's right next to our cave. So this is great. This takes us right back to where we want to be. Because we can feed our copper into here, and other than not filtering out gemstones, we're okay. And actually, that's something that would even be pretty easy to do, to just redirect over to that side. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Here we go. All right. This is still going to be a really long run for copper. But it'll be worth it. Okay, so thing there. Elevate. You need more elevators, and we're just gonna need a ton of stuff here, aren't we? All right, let's just buy all the conveyors. We're going to need at least 10 sloped conveyors. Probably all the straight conveyors we can buy. And but it'll be good. It'll be good. And we've got another emerald. Okay, so another sloped conveyor here. And straight ones. Oh, is that going to be too high, though? It's okay. We can slope back down. We should see copper coming in. Go through the grinder, and as soon as we start getting some copper nuggets, like that bad boy right there, we can put that one into the second basket here. And now we should start getting some copper bars as well. All right, let's go clean up all of that mess that we left while we were building this place. All right. Look at all this copper that we just left flying around. The resources not on conveyors mode of the magnet is awesome. Now I put the emerald on there. I want to see if that emerald gets spit out on the floor like it should be. We are getting our copper ingots though. They're looking good. All right. Got this used up plunger. Do we sell the used up plunger? Is that what we do with it? Do we get a bunch of money for it? Or does it just gum up the system? Fine. All right. So, did our emerald... Yeah, emerald got spit out. Fantastic. So we haven't actually found any new gems yet from our miners. That tiny percentage chance is indeed tiny. But that's okay. Actually, you know, we've got this mine right here. We can just go ahead and mine those. We can come down here, pick up all this stuff. Oh, we can just sell these items. All right, so now we can purchase a polishing machine. $2,000. That's a lot of money. All right, let's go ahead and polish his ingots and gems, making them more valuable. Becomes dirty if raw ores like coal pass through them. Sure, let's buy a polishing machine. And this one, I wonder, could we just replace... I don't know if that is worth the 2,000. I'm sure it'll pay off eventually, but it doesn't seem to be making very much for us right now. But I wonder if we could do the same thing with our gold mine back here that's just been producing this giant pile of gold. So if we take this... Oh, and there's a diamond in there. If we take this giant pile of gold and we go out here... We get lost? Is it up this way? No. Here. There we go. We take this giant pile of gold. All right, let's go ahead and buy another blast furnace, another sorter, and another straight conveyor. That should be all we need to add gold to this list. So straight conveyor there. We need to actually grab the items. Blast furnace there. Sorter there. Oh, we sent raw ore into our cleaner, and now it's dirty. So these bars got dirty. Oh, do the slag bars... Oh, that's dumb. Okay. So it only works with pure bars. You can't even send slag through. That's pretty dumb. All right. All right. Well, the other thing we needed to do was to bring all of the diamond ore or gold ore in. So we'll buy a bunch more straight conveyors. We'll buy another bunch of curved conveyors. We'll go ahead and make sure we have at least one ledge. We've got it. And we'll buy a bunch more sloped containers just in case as well. Oh, and we do want to play with the conveyor cannon and target. So we'll purchase those in case those help. So let's go see what we can do with our gold mine back here. We forgot to pick up all of our stuff. One of these days I'm going to remember to buy the items before I leave. All right, so let's get 10 more corner conveyors, crap ton more straight conveyors, and a few more sloped conveyors. Never have enough. Okay, so here we needed... Now here's the thing I'm doing. I don't have a miner machine for this one, but I'm going to run the belt directly in front of it so I can just put down that miner later and it'll work. And we can do the same with this miner machine over here. Right there. And now... as soon as I get $1,000, I bring them in, put in a miner machine there, boom, massive increase to output. And we can do the same this way. Now, once we get around this corner, I want to give this cannon a try and see how it works. So let's see where, if we fire stuff out of the cannon here, where does it land? That's not very good. I mean, it's not the worst, but what if we put it up here? It's not quite getting there, but what we might be able to do, that there, that there. How's that? Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, if this works, this is going to be awesome. Oh, all right. Let's give this thing a proper test. See how it handles a full conveyor. Those conveyors aren't very fast though, are they? Ooh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at it go. Okay, so pretty good. You know, it might need to be like triple wide. Like we might have to recreate this 2 more times. Let's give that a try. So we'll do 2 more ledge conveyors. All right, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's go now see if adding more mining machines is the right. Is this where we want to try out the rapid auto miners? We have 2 tickets. That's enough to buy one. So let's go ahead and unlock that research. And now we can buy a rapid auto miner. Or 2, and 2 standard drill bits. Purchase. Let's give that a try. All right. Now we want to make sure that these are working on high value mines, not on the crappy ones. So let's come in here and see. That's coal ore. That's a crappy one. That one's mostly coal ore, also pretty crappy. This one is pure gold, absolutely. Oh, and these ones are smaller. These ones don't have the same output size. We're going to need another conveyor with a ledge there. So let's go buy one of them. And while we're here, we can buy... Just get 10, why not? And then we can also buy 4 more miners. So we set that up there. And then I think we need to attach to the auto miner. And now that should start spitting out gold ore like crazy. Does seem to be doing it at about twice the rate of the previous miner. Now, I'm not sure what the ROI on that is, because the previous miners operate for free and this one comes with a cost. But I bet it's fine. We got a couple more really good gold ores. Oh, but the gold ones, okay, they can't produce gems either. That's a concern. It's okay. We'll do another one up here for gold. Bring it over here and across. That. Put that in there. And then we had bought 4 standard miners, which we can just plug in to our various mining locations around here. This one we haven't started mining yet, but we can. Let's bring that one right on out here. So now we should be getting tons and tons of gold. All right. Now they want polished gems. So I assume that we can take gemstones. And it looks like we're starting to get a nice little pile of gemstones over here. That's pretty exciting. So we can take these over here, pull the gold out. So if we take these gemstones, put them on the conveyor, is that how we get the polished gems? Yeah, look at that. Those are looking fantastic. All right, well, that's going to take a little while. But the good news is we should be able to just redirect this back here. And plug in that bad boy. And now we're getting polished gems. And so if we grab this, pretend it just dropped right out of there. Boom, polished emerald. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. Look how much money we're making. This is fantastic. All right, we need a rolling mill now. Oh, and we have another quest available. Let's take a look. Over here in quests, we got polished gems. The rubies we haven't found yet. That's the only thing. But the rolling mill is available, and red gem is available. So that's unlocking the shaker and collecting rubies. We can activate that quest, and we can also purchase the rolling mill. So, purchase the rolling mill. Done. We'll go ahead and purchase a shaker table. Pull ore for a chance to find rubies. All right, now, I think we had seen let's go ahead and, we've got one more miner. We had seen some just pure coal ores, or coal nodes, excuse me. Like this one. And so if we do that and send that straight onto, oh, that's the rolling mill. We're running out of room up here. This is a concern. All right, so let's think about this. We run a belt right back here, turn it there. Yeah, okay. So we have all this room to work with here. Let's go ahead and set this right there. Do that there. So this is the shaker table. But that means we're going to start getting rubies now, which means we need one more filter here. So let's buy another sorter filter. It would help if I remembered to pick it up. Oh, and we got our first ruby. Let's go ahead and pull that out of there and go put it in our sorting basket. All right, so now if we overflow here, instead of it going down and ruining our roller table, then it will fall onto this thing and just loop around here. Let's skip the gem sorting. But we haven't had our first ruby yet. Looks like we've got a diamond coming through, so we should be able to get finished polished gems here. And I had completely forgotten there were 3 more miner nodes right here. So let's go ahead and grab those up. Unfortunately, we might be getting close to capacity. Like, it's hard to say. All right. So we've got our hammer, tools, machines. Okay, so we got a bunch of research tickets there. We can do the ore analyzer. Oh yeah, the rolling mill. We were going to do iron plates here. So we do that. We can sort out the... I mean, is there any problem with us just sending all of the ores into a roller? Like we... Oh, God. Buy 3 more sorters here. Have a rolling mill go that way. Remember to pick up our sorters. We will put a gold bar in there. We'll put a copper bar in this one. And iron bar in this one. All right. Next up, we have... I don't know what we have next. Let's go ahead and set up the mining on those other 3 items we'd found. Oh, yeah. We'll go buy some auto miners. I want to go check out the 2 rapid miners we'd set up, see if they're still working. It looks like we got an emerald. That's cool. So yeah, this one, the drill bit has expired. And I think that means I am just going to replace it. As soon as I can someday remember to pick up my crap from the elevator, I will replace it with a regular drill bit. Why haven't we seen any new rubies? Like, we got our first ruby pretty quickly. Oh. Well, that would have explained it if there were any rubies that had fallen, but there weren't, so never mind. Load a bunch of crap onto the conveyor here. Let's double check our overflow system here. Might not be flawless, but it's working well enough. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and there we... Still no rubies, though. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. We're polishing the ruby gems, aren't we? So what we actually want right now is to pull ruby gems off to the side. And do that. So now if we get ruby gems, they'll go in here instead of being polished. It's possible we're going to need more roller tables than this, and that this isn't a very efficient system. But it's fine. All right, let's see what we've got next. Oh yeah, we were gonna go pick up these mining machines. And we were gonna try placing them down out here. There we go. Gotta mine that out so we can put down a thing. This is an iron/coal one. Go. This bad boy. Oh. Got to make sure we have the correct output direction on those. That one goes there. And that's beautiful. All right. Efficiency increased. We're also going to replace our two rapid auto miners. We tore one of them down. The other one's still here. Let's go ahead and pack that up. That one. And that just goes right there. And then this one just goes right there. That should replace those. And now we can purchase this. Oh, and that gives us the plunger. Push the plunger. Beautiful. And now a whole bunch more. So this is another pure coal one. There's one is it just one node in here? There's got to be more. Oh, that might be one of the big nodes down there. This is a big room. There's another computer here, another for sale sign. Okay, so there's a couple up here. This one is just coal again. This one is just iron. There's a couple of big ones up here. So the problem is that we have built so much machinery around our exit that to make use of this cave is going to require us to completely rebuild everything in our main area. Let's see what's behind this door. Okay, so this is just a back entrance to our main area. So we could potentially run in a couple more conveyors that just dump in here. So that's not the worst. Still haven't seen any rubies coming through. That makes me sad. I was hoping we'd find some. It's still badly backed up. We have another quest for diamond gems that are unpolished by the looks of it. Oh, is this what we opened up? Is the thing up here? Oh, so we have another pathway up through here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Emerald. Hoping to find some diamonds up here. There's lots of the blue glowing plants that look like the diamond nodes from a distance. All right. Well, I mean, our mine is working. Oh, there's another for sale sign over there. I'm glad you don't take fall damage in this game. That would have been a short. Where's this one take us? I like that we're to the point now where we can just sort of frivolously buy stuff. All right, so we have one diamond gem here. I'm sure I've seen more diamond. All right, we've got a couple of rubies coming through. They go up here. Okay. So those might literally be our first. Our first rubies. All right. So we got this quest, the Master of Iron. If we take a look at it, that the Master quests seem to... Okay. All right, so we got this quest for the Master of Iron. That'll give us the casting furnace, which will give us access to steel and then a whole bunch more crafting stuff. Copper plates, once we finish this quest, which we should be getting really close on, will give us access to the rod extruder. And then just a bunch of plate quests. Yeah, okay. Another diamond go through. Heading on over to the polishing table. And from there, it should come out here. All right, so 2 more iron ingots. And Master of Iron is done. So now we can get the rod extruder and the casting furnace. That casting furnace is very expensive. Perhaps I should not have been so quick to sell things. All right, but the casting furnace actually looks interesting, where we'll need both coal and iron. And so I wonder if actually that's what that upper room is for. That seems to have some of those. We also have a bunch of research tickets. We're up to 6. So we should be able to get the... Okay, so we can get the hardened drill bit that slows the rapid auto miner, but it never breaks. So that might just make it like a significantly better normal miner, at least, or normal throughput. But I wonder if we should... Vertical bulk sorter. I wonder if this is what we need, since we're running into that pile up there. I don't know. Well, I think we're actually at a good stopping point. We're about 90 minutes into the game. Things are looking good. I'm having a blast. I think we'll come back and do another episode of this. But this is Mine Mogul, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. So let's leave a like if you haven't, subscribe if you'd like to see more. My name's Dakoba, and I hope you have an efficient day. I'll see you soon.